Good morning, afternoon, or evening. Kenneth Baum here. I am the instructor for your class. Now you've probably seen me before because I've sent out welcome videos to the classes, and most likely you've seen them. So I talked a little bit about me, about the course, and what we're going to learn. Okay, so the class we're going to talk about today is the laboratory portion of the class, CHM131A0040. Okay, that is the online lab section. All right, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and open that up. All right, I'll minimize this. Okay, and I'm going down here, my courses, and I want to look for right here, 1310040. So let's click on that. And I'm just going to talk about the different categories here in Moodle. Remember, this is the online lab. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and scroll through Moodle. First, you see Let's Get Started here. And then here's the introduction welcome video there. Here's where I will post announcements. Here's your required enrollment assignment that you need to complete. Okay, and right there, just play that video right there, and then you can answer these 5 questions right here. You must do that by August 27th, or you will be dropped from the course, and you will not be able to get back in. You must complete that by August 27th. Very short and simple. All right, now we go down here, syllabus schedule. All right, so here's your syllabus for the course. There's the online topic schedule. That just it describes a little bit about what you'll learn during each lab simulation and what week that one is going to be on, and some things like that. And then here's your introduction video. Syllabus acknowledgement statement, you have to do that. Remember that you have to do the required enrollment assignment and a syllabus acknowledgement statement for both 131 and 131A. And here's my contact information, my office hours again, my short bio, some lab instructions, just a little bit to tell you about how to access the labs, the course description, and the course student learning outcomes, which is the same as it is for lecture because they go hand in hand. They work together. And then I just got some extra things for you, important math principles, conversion factor, practice problems, a crash course chemistry, 100 most important chemical compounds, special terms on molecules, and so forth. Okay? All right. Okay, and then we got support and success, missed classes. We won't need to worry about missed classes since this is an online class. All right, let's look at the lab simulation schedule right here. Okay, so here we have a list of all the different labs simulations we're going to do. 14 of them, okay? And we are going to have a midterm lab exam. That's going to be in the format of a Moodle quiz. Okay, just like the quizzes you're going to take in lecture. Excuse me, I dropped my paper. Okay. All right. So we will have a quiz or a midterm lab exam that's going to cover material found in labs 1 to 7. And then we will have a final lab exam that's going to cover material in labs 8 to 14. Okay. All right. So it's going to consist of multiple choice questions about what you learned in those doing those lab simulations. Okay. All right. Let's go to lab number 1, safety here. Okay. First thing I see here is the due date. It's due 9/2/2025. All right. It's due 9/2. The first one. All right. And then here's some learning objectives, what you're going to learn in doing that lab simulation. And then here is the lab right here. So all you do is just click on this here. See that? Right here near the blue puzzle piece. Just click on that right there. Okay. And this comes up right here. Okay, then open Labster. Okay, I do that. Okay, and here you're going to press that play button and the lab is going to play. It tells you a little bit about the length, 25 minutes, and it's got over here pre-activity and so forth. But you just need to press that play button and it will begin to download for you, and then you're just going to act like a lab technician. You got to move around. It's got some hands. You're going to put a lab coat on and safety glasses. You're going to move different types of glassware around and all those things. And then you're going to be asked questions, okay? Because these labs are all graded. They got an internal grading system there that grades all the labs based upon how you answered the questions, okay? All right. Okay, so that's how you access the lab simulations. Now, let me go, let's see here. Let me click off of that, okay? And let me go back here, okay. Okay, now, a couple things I want to go ahead and note and talk to you a little bit about. Okay, so the labs are due 1 week. You have 1 week to do a lab, okay? Now, if you do not do the lab during that week, then there's going to be a penalty on that. You have 1 week extra to do the lab with a penalty. So you have 1 week to do it, and then for full credit. And then if you do not do it with that week, it is deducted 50%. Okay, so 50% of your score you will get on that. Okay, and then you have an extra week to do it. But after that, you cannot do it anymore. Then you will just get a 0. Right? You have 1 week to do it for full credit, another week to do it for half credit, and after that, you don't have any more opportunities to do it, right? It will not open for you, right? It has to be done within 2 weeks. If it's not, then it closes and it's not going to be opened back up, okay? But you have to get it done in the first week for full credit and the second week for half credit. Now, here's the thing, and I'll send an email about this too. But I have the opportunity to tell you in person right now. So, well, kind of in person, huh? Virtually. If you complete a lab after the 1 week due date, then you need to send me an email telling me you did. Because I go in there after the due date and I look at all the grades, right? And then I import them over to the other Moodle page. If your grade is not in there, then that means you're going to get a 0. Unless you email me and say, Mr. Baum, I did it late. Could you go back and check my grade? Then I will go back, find your grade, and import that over to 131. Okay? So anyway, if you do a lab late, you're going to get a 0. If you did it within that 1 week period, then I will go in there, check your score, and import it over. If you do not tell me that you did that, then I don't know that you did that. Right? All right, so if you complete a lab late after the first week, then you get full credit. After that, you get half credit. After that week, then you just get a 0 with no opportunities to take it anymore. All right. So anyway, I spent a lot longer on here than I wanted to, but this is an online class and we don't get to meet in person. Oh yeah, and there's one other thing too. In order to access these lab simulations, you have to buy a Labster voucher, right? You have to buy a voucher and it's just a code. The first time you go into Labster, they will ask you for a code. You can buy that voucher code from the RCC bookstore. You cannot get it online. You can't find it anywhere else but the RCC bookstore. That's the only place that you can buy it. Now, you don't have to go to campus to do that. You can do that online. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say online. You can do that by calling them on the phone. Okay? Calling them on the phone. Okay? All right. So you can call the bookstore on the phone and they will sell you the code over the phone. Okay? But, I wanted to show you one more thing here. Let's see where. One second. I'm gonna scroll down here and see if it's down here. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now, here I am. I got to show you this here. Under syllabus schedule instructor information. If you go way down there, okay, or I was showing you, after those, you'll see this YouTube video on Introduction to Labster Chemistry Lab Simulations, okay? So you could watch that intro video to those, that tells you a little bit about those, doing lab simulations. And then if you go down here, it says Student Help Center for Labster, okay? If you click on that link, it will take you to a help center if you're having trouble with Labster. Now, I use Labster, as a way to have an online lab experience for you, but I'm not a Labster pro. I'm not a Labster expert. If you have trouble with Labster, you have to contact Labster. Right? Now, there's no problem in letting me know what's going on also, but if you ask me for help, I may be able to give it to you, but there's a very good chance I won't be able to fix the problem for you, and you're going to have to contact Labster. Now, you click on that, you can contact Labster by email or through a chat, right? Chat. They do not accept phone calls, so you can't call them, either by email or through chat, okay? So if you have a problem with Labster, a technical problem,